So welcome back to episode 5. We'll be continuing on the menu design. So we'll write code for launching the next level. Yeah. So jumping straight into it, we'll go to our scripts folder. Right click, create new C# scripts and call it you can't call it starts because there's a defined function in Unity called starts. Maybe you can call it next level. Yeah, you can call it next level. So you open that, and that opens Visual Studio. Great. So in Visual Studio, what we'll do doesn't involve any of this. It's actually a very simple code. Now this is your class, and now within Unity, a button responds to an event. A button, just like Android or Java, they are on click events. And then there's a listener which listens for an on click. So, but Unity has simplified that for us. There used to be you can still do it in code, but now there's an on-click event here. You can still access on-click in code if you want to manually do it, but we make it simple by using the on-click event. So what we'll do is that we press plus, which will allow us to have an on-click event, because this button starts as this button element, which has an on-click event. And then we'll drag our next level into it. Oh, no, that wouldn't work. Yeah, that wouldn't work. I mean, you drag your next level onto the start button and then drag it onto next level. Yeah, I'm sorry. And then, yeah, that gives you access to your next level class. So in our next level class is what we'll have our public functions, which implements the loading of the next scene. So we'll need to add a directory known as scene manager. So you can read about scene manager in the Unity docs. Which is Unity engine management. So scene management is the namespace or class that handles scene manipulation. So loading the next scene, etc. You can learn more about scene management in the Unity documentation. I'll leave a link of the scene management implementations or the documents file and a link to Unity docs in the description. So we'll create a public function and call it let's say load next scene. And then in this load next scene, a public void, but we don't need it to return anything, and we'll call load next scene. Now loading the next scene can be done in a variety of ways. Now each scene has a scene index. So if your first scene, which is your menu scene, which when you run the game shows up, becomes your index 0, which I'll show you where to place these scenes right now. So when you go into Unity and you open the file, build settings, in build settings you realize there are no scenes in build settings. Sometimes you will see a sample scene. So what we'll do is that in our scene we'll drag our menu, so that becomes index 0, just like an array. So an array of scenes, and then we'll have our sample scenes. So meaning when you run this game, when you launch and you build this game and then you launch it, you would have your scene, your menu scene opened, and then your samples. When you click start, which we are about to implement, which will load the samples, which is index 1. So there are two ways of loading the next scene. You can either load it by name or by index. If we are loading it by index, then we can say scene manager dot load scene, and then load scene takes in a number of parameters, either takes in the name or takes in the index. So if you say index 1, you are telling the system to load index 1. Let's see that. Oh yeah, this is right. So after we do that, after creating the public function, you realize that there's no function attached. So in our next level class, you search for load next scene. The reason why it's visible is because this has to be public. If it's not a public function, it won't be visible, because public functions are public to other classes and standard OOP. So when you press play, you can now press start. That moves you into the next level, which is index 1. Without doing this, assigning the scenes to this won't work, because this tells the index you want to load. Another way of implementing this is probably creating it's probably passing a parameter. So you can pass a parameter which is your index, so an int, and call it index, and then pass the index here. Now what this does is that in your onClick event, this allows you, when you select load next scene, it allows you to pass the index you want to assign in the inspector, because it's a public function, so you'll be allowed to assign its arguments, its parameter as an argument. So when you click 1, it does the same functionality, and then you can still load. There are several ways of implementing this, depending on your creativity. You could also, because this script is known as next level, maybe you want to use it more than once, meaning you want it to keep loading the next scene, the next scene, the next scene when you attach it to an object. So what you can do is that the scene, you would need to read about scene management to get to know about some of these functions. So scene manager has something known as scene manager dot get active scene, which is the current scene you are on, dot build index, the build index, the index of the current scene you are on, +1. So that's gets the current scene you are on and then increases by 1, meaning you want to move to the next index. So that will still do the same. Oh, sorry, we haven't assigned load next scene. So that's basically does the same thing. So those are the basic ways of implementing scene management, or changing the scene, loading a new scene. So loading a new scene. Thank you very much for watching this video.